Hey everyone, welcome back to DIY with Dewey. Today we're going to work on our 2014 Acura MDX. This information is very similar to all 2014 to 2020 Acura MDXs. We have a service engine light on. So open the door. Alright, so I'm going to start it, press the brake, push the start button. Door is open. Let me go ahead and close the door. Maintenance due soon. It's not really blinking to the naked eye. Just the camera is making it look like it's blinking. But we have maintenance due soon A1. So what A1 is tire rotation and oil change. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go. We're gonna warm up the car a little bit. So basically you want to warm it up before you drain the oil. It helps drain a little faster and gets most of the oil out. All right, I'm gonna let it idle for a bit and then we'll go ahead and drain it. Okay, so do you see how it's normal operating temperature now? If you look at temperature, hot, cold, it's near the middle, normal operating temperature. Now we can go ahead and drain the oil. Turn off the engine. Put the e-brake on. All right, so we're gonna do a tire rotation as well. So I wanna put the e-brake on and then we're going to jack up the vehicle in a bit. We're gonna put wheel chocks on as well. Let's go ahead and get started. These are the items you're gonna need. So I have two 4x4s cut. I'm gonna use that for wheel chocks. We have a bag of brush washers. This is for the oil drain plug. I'll have the link down below for these. We have an OEM oil filter. Special thanks to Hanania Acura of Orange Park. They always hook us up with oil filters. We're using Valvoline Restore and Protect 0W20. We have some gloves. My DeWalt tool set. We have a DeWalt Impact. This is the DCF 900. It makes changing wheels really easily. A funnel. Microfiber towel just to catch any oil. Craftsman torque wrench. This one goes from 20 to 80 or 20 to 100 foot-pounds. Oil catch pan and some cardboard so we can lay down under the vehicle. You also need a jack as well, a floor jack. I'm using a pretty big floor jack. We're going to use a 3.5 ton Napa floor jack. This is tall enough so we can lift both wheels up through the front, and we're going to rotate the tires that way, and then we're going to rotate the rear as well. We'll lift up the back wheels. I'll show you a step-by-step process. It's hot out here. I'm pretty exhausted, but let's go ahead and get it done. All right, let's pop the hood. Open up your door, driver's side. Now you look over here near your e-brake. You pull this hood prop, pop the hood. Okay, when you lift up the hood right here, you need to slide the lever near the left side right here. You slide the lever to the middle. There's a hood shock, so you don't really have to prop it up with anything. This is the lever you pulled, like that. Okay. So what I want to do first is I want to loosen the oil fill cap. We want to make sure we can get new oil in if we start draining. All right. I'm going to use a microfiber towel so I don't scratch up the oil fill cap. All right. Okay. So we loosened it. So I'm going to leave the cap on there so nothing falls in. I don't want dirt or anything in there, but we know it's loose so we could fill in oil in a bit. Okay. Here's our oil dipstick. This is how you check the oil in a bit. We're going to leave that, and we're going to leave it loose too. And lay the cardboard out and slide our oil cap pan under as well. cardboard so I can lay down. Our MDX is tall enough so I don't have to jack up the vehicle to loosen the oil, to drain the oil. 17 6-sided socket with 3/8" ratchet. All right, it's just one easy whack. It's loose. We're gonna loosen this cap to vent. It's on there still, but just loose. And go ahead and drain the oil. The oil might be pretty warm, so just be careful. All right. So now where oil's draining, here's our drain bolt with a crush washer still attached to it. Here's our towel. While we're letting the oil drain, we're gonna go ahead and work on this. So here's the crush washer. There. Pull this off, trash this crush washer, clean our drain bolt. Looks like we need a new drain bolt. This looks pretty rough. All right, pack of crush washers. These come in handy. I always have washers available. I hate it when I start doing an oil change and don't have enough washers. So I have it for my other vehicles as well in this bag. All right, here's a new crush washer. All right, this is ready to go back on the vehicle. All right, oil's still draining. Let's see if I can undo this. All right, this is easy. So I put it hand tight like you're supposed to. Last time I worked on this car. Sorry, the camera's shaky. I have to hold it. My gimbal is too big to fit under the vehicle. All right, I'm gonna rotate the oil catch pan. So now that I removed this, it'll still catch the drain, oil drain, and the oil filter. So this always makes a mess. We have our towel handy. We have our towel handy to wipe everything of it. All right, hot oil. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe my hand and switch out a glove. Go under there with our towel and wipe it. And you always have to make sure that the oil filter O-ring is not stuck to the housing. Let me show you what okay, do you see how it's just metal now? Sometimes the O-ring underneath this filter gets stuck. Do you see that black O-ring around there? And you don't want it to be stuck on there and do a double oil gasket. Oil filter gasket, that'd be bad. Oop, oil sprays all over the place. That's happened to me before when I took it to a dealership and they accidentally left the O-ring on. So it was a double O-ring, made a huge mess. Okay, let's go ahead and put a drain plug back on. Right here. It's a slow drip, so it's okay still. But go ahead and take this with your crush washer on there and start screwing this back on. All right. So now it's hand tightened. And you always want to make sure it's hand tightened first before you put a ratchet on there or torque it, because you don't want to cross that. let's go ahead and put our oil filter on. Okay, so I do it old school still. Oil filter. Go ahead and open this up. All right. So this is a habit. It's not really necessary, but I pre-fill my oil filter before I remount it. Open this. Okay. Take this oil filter. Here. I'm gonna do it over cardboard. Don't want to make a mess. All right. Pour this in. Okay. So I pour it to the top, and the oil filter soaks it in. And let's go ahead and top it off one more time. All right. Use the oil and lubricate the O-ring. It helps the O-ring seal better onto the housing. All right, this is ready to mount. It's hard to see from this angle. I can't see either, but I can kind of guess where the filter goes onto the housing. All right, so once it makes contact, you want to do 3/4 of a rotation. All right, there we go. It's a little slippery with the oil. All right, that's good. Wipe everything. This is where the oil was dripping down. Okay, so torque spec is usually between 29 to 30 foot-pounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it to, let's go ahead and set it to 29 foot-pounds. There we go. We'll do the recommended 29 foot-pounds on this car. All right, so I jacked it up just a little bit. Give a little more room for this torque wrench. There. So once it clicks like that, you know your torque is correct. All right, lower the vehicle. All right, we're ready to add oil. All right, funnels in. So this is 5 quarts right here. So here's a spare. 0.7 quarts would be about right here. That's pretty close. All right, let's go ahead and check. Perfect, we're at the top level. Good. Put the oil cap back on. It's like 100 degrees out here in Florida today. It's pretty hot. Okay, oil change done. So we checked the oil level. Oil cap is on. We have the oil drain bolt is torqued, and we rotated the oil filter 3/4 of a turn after it bottomed out. All right, now we can move this, and we're gonna do a tire rotation. We are going to chop the back wheels. So what I'm doing is I'm actually flipping left to right, right to left. And I'm gonna do the same for the rear. And then next time we're gonna rotate it front to back. But this is an easy way to do it. So we have a center jacking point. This support right here. So go ahead and slide it back. $80 foot-pounds. All right, let's remove these wheel chocks. Okay, let's go ahead and close this hood. We're done with everything in there. We're gonna reset the maintenance reminder. So get in. Don't push the brake. It says you want the car to start. Press this twice. Okay, so you're on this screen right here. Now you can scroll. Vehicle settings. Select. Scroll down. Maintenance info. Select. Reset. So scroll down, go to reset, select. Reset complete. Now you can keep scrolling down and then exit. All right, turn off the car. All right, now you can start the car like normal. Press the brake. Car started. Let's take the e-brake off. All right, e-brake is off. And just a seatbelt, so no more reminders. And then we like to leave this on the tire pressure. There we go, tire pressure. All right, well, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's keep these Acura MDXs going. All right, we're back in business.